Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be cooking a fun recipe. I'm doing a little bit of meal prep. It is Sunday and I always do meal prep on Sunday or Monday sometimes. And I'm going to be making a keto jalapeno popper Hasselback chicken today. So basically Hasselback chicken, from what I understand, is when you cut slits in the back of the chicken breast and then stuff it and bake it. So I figured it would be fun to try that with jalapeno poppers. I saw a similar recipe on YouTube somewhere. I think it may have been on Catherine Salome's YouTube channel. So yeah, I kind of wanted to give it a try. It's like a fun little recipe and I thought I would make a video out of it. So if you're interested to see how I make this keto meal, stay tuned. Alright, so here's everything you are going to need for this recipe. First, chicken. We've got a bunch of chicken breasts here. We're going to be stuffing these. Second, I've got some cooked and crumbled bacon, cheddar cheese, some cream cheese, and then I'm going to be using fresh jalapenos, but you can use pickled jalapenos as well. I just prefer to use fresh. First, we are going to be making our jalapeno popper stuffing that's going to be going into the chicken. I am going to be starting off with my cream cheese, and I'm going to use about an ounce of cream cheese per chicken breast that I'm using. So that is about 5 ounces for me since I'm doing 5 chicken breasts. Next, I'm going to add in some bacon. This is kind of up to you how much you want in there. I'm just gonna eyeball it. That's probably good. Now I'm going to be adding in some cheddar cheese. Again, these measurements are kind of ambiguous. It's up to you how much you want and how cheesy you want it to be, how bacony you want it to be, or how jalapeno-y you want it to be. I'm going for about 3/4 cup, I would say that was. All right, now for the jalapenos. I'm going to be using probably 2 jalapenos. Oh, I'm trying to rip it open. And if you're using fresh jalapenos, definitely make sure that you are dicing them up extremely fine. If you're using pickled, it's a little bit less spicy. So if you're using fresh, really, really small dicing, okay? Okay, so this is what 2 jalapeno peppers got me, and I'm gonna say we need more than that for 6 chicken breasts. So I'm probably gonna cut up 2 more, and then we'll go ahead and get to stuffing the chicken. All right, so here's what we got out of 4 of the jalapeno peppers that I got from Trader Joe's. I don't know if these are kind of smaller than normal, so just keep in mind how spicy jalapenos are when you're deciding how much jalapeno to use. This is about, I would say, a little under a 1/2 cup. Let's see. This is a 1/4 cup that I'm using to scoop it. So yeah, I would say it's a little bit under a 1/2 cup of very finely diced jalapenos. Perfect, once we get all those in there. And moving on. All right, now that we have our cream cheese, bacon crumbles, cheddar cheese, and finely diced jalapenos in one bowl, we're just going to stir them together to create the filling, just like that. All right, I would say this looks pretty good and mixed up. So now moving on to scoring the chicken breasts. So I am just going to be showing you how to score and stuff one breast so that I can do the rest off camera and make this a little bit faster. So first, I like to trim my chicken breasts. I don't really like all of the extra like skin and weird fat stuff that's all over the chicken. So this is trimmed, and now I'm going to be turning the chicken breast to the side like this, just so it's a little bit easier for me to score. And you're gonna wanna score about halfway through the chicken breast, but not more, because you don't want it to fall apart. And I'm gonna do them about 1 inch apart. You definitely want enough so that you're able to stuff your filling in there. Perfect, that looks good to me. And I am going to be salting and peppering this chicken breast before we stuff it. So I've got some pink Himalayan salt that I have ground up in my mortar and pestle. I'm just gonna cover that. And now I gotta use my other hand. It's a rough life when you're touching raw chicken. Let me wash my hands again. Now pepper. And I'm just going to add some garlic powder just because I don't want the chicken itself to be ultra bland. That's a lot, but that's what I like. More salt just to be safe. All right, so from here, I am literally just taking scoops of our filling and shoving them into the slits we have made in our chicken breasts. Whoops. So you're probably gonna have to use your fingers a little bit here. And I'm not gonna do too much because we do have 5 chicken breasts and you are stuffing each slit. So probably not totally full, but just enough so that there is a good amount of filling. All right, that looks pretty good to me. Maybe just shove a little bit more in some of the bland or bare looking spots. All right, looks pretty good. All right, so that's pretty well stuffed. I'm now going to transfer this chicken breast onto a baking sheet with parchment paper in the bottom. I'm gonna score and stuff all the rest of the chicken breast, and we'll be back when it's time to put them in the oven. All right, so here are our beautiful stuffed Hasselback chicken breasts. I was only able to make 4 chicken breasts out of that amount of filling, so keep that in mind if you are making this recipe at home. You do need a little bit more filling than I anticipated. That's okay though, because I couldn't have fit 5 chicken breasts in this baking dish. So now we're gonna throw these in the oven at 375. I'm probably going to do about 15 minutes and then take them out, top them with a little bit more cheddar cheese over the top, and then throw them back in for another 10 to 15 minutes until they're cooked all the way through. You should use a meat thermometer and make sure they're 165 internal temperature. I don't have one anymore. I accidentally put it in the washing machine, dishwasher. So I'm just gonna wing it, but yeah. Also, sorry about the weird lighting. If you follow me on Instagram, you know we recently adopted a little pup, and look who's hanging out right behind me while I cook. Oh my gosh, she's the cutest. Look at her little butt. You can hear her snoring a little bit. All right, we will see those in about 15 minutes. Put some cheese on them. This just beeped after 15 minutes, and I am going to add some extra cheese on top. Totally optional. You don't have to add more cheese, but who doesn't like more cheese? So after I get some cheese on here, I'm gonna put them back in the oven until they are fully cooked, probably 10 to 15 minutes. All right guys, I just finished up the Hasselback chicken. I put it on broil for a couple minutes just to brown up the cheese and make it look beautiful. This is how they turned out. They look amazing, they smell amazing. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If so, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching.